Yeah, it's your boy Wes, and I'm back with another video. But today, I want to have a conversation. We see everything that's going on in the world right now, and we see everything that's going on here in the U.S. There's a lot of political unrest, a lot of racism, black versus white, cops versus everyone. And to be honest, everything that's going on, it hurts me, and it's sad. Like, I feel like there's a big problem going on in this world right now and in this country. The biggest problem that's going on is hate. There's a lot of hate like spewing. There's a lot of hate being spread. And it doesn't matter your race, your color, your religion, your creed, your sexuality. In front of God's eyes, we're all the same. It doesn't matter who are you and what you believe in. We're all the same. According to Genesis 1:27, it says that we are made according to God's image. By that means that we are a mirror of Him. We are a reflection of Him. And we are supposed to represent love. We're supposed to be justice. We're supposed to help and serve one another. But instead of being that, we've distorted the image and we've messed it up. And we represent selfishness, hate, greed. Like, a lot of things that are going on is because of the malice, of the bad of mankind, our sinful nature, like of our greed, our selfishness. And a lot of things that are happening is because we've forgotten about our Creator. We've forgotten about God. America has forgotten about God. The world has forgotten about God. Humanity has forgotten about Him. We made it all about ourselves. It's not about us. It's not about me. Like, we all need each other, to be honest. We need God, to be honest. Like, we've forgotten about our Creator. That's why a lot of these things are happening. You reap what you sow. And maybe these things are happening so we could go back to Him, so we can remember our Creator. And this is only the beginning, because I'm gonna read for you in Matthew 24, verse 6-8. It says, "And you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines, earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this is only the first of birth pains, with more to come." As you see, as I read here, it's saying that you will hear war against, like, rumors of war and like wars happening in the world. And we're hearing that already. Just earlier this year in January, we thought we were gonna go to World War III. Everybody was shook because, like US and Iran, and we thought we was gonna go to World War III. Everybody was shook, and you saw memes going everywhere. We hear about famines. We see what's happening in Yemen. It's having the biggest humanitarian crisis right now, and about 13 million people are on brink of starvation. We hear rumors of war. We hear about US and China. A war might happen. They're having political tension right now. And we see that a lot of bad things are happening. But like how it says here, this is only the first of birth pains. So basically, this is only the beginning of what's to come. These are like the signs. So this is basically letting you know that what's happening now, it's not gonna end. It's only just gonna get worse. Because I notice right now that a lot of people, like, they want peace. They're trying to find peace. They're trying to find a leader to solve, like, all the things that are happening around in this world. But to be honest, ain't no man, ain't no human that's gonna solve what's happening in this world. Ain't no person gonna bring peace, because this world is so corrupt and it's so greedy that it's not gonna happen. and I'm not trying to be negative, but like we see like what's happening, like we see what's going on. And I'm gonna read verse 12 and 13. It says, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. We see how bad this world is. Sin is everywhere right now. We see it, like how all these things is happening, how people are living whatever they want. Like you see a lot of bad things happening in the streets, and you've been, for example, this year, you see, we've been hearing how crazy this year has been. Like we've been through a lot this year, like everybody. And this year, it's been tough to be honest with y'all. And it says that the love of many will grow cold. We've seen it. We've seen what's happening right now. This race war, blacks versus white, cops versus everybody. Like, there's a lot of hate going on in this world. That's why there's a lot of like protests going on, because there isn't love anymore in this world. Like, what happened to the days when people used to look out for each other, when people like used to have love for one another, like we used to like care for one another, care for your neighbor's kids and stuff like that, and like look out for one another. Like that really doesn't happen anymore. Like there's very few people that do that. That's why it says the ones who endorse to the end will be saved. Like this is an opportunity for us to go back to our Creator, to turn back to Him and live according to His way and to what He intended for us to do. Because a lot of people are trying to find peace, but while we're here, like, unfortunately, we're not gonna really find that peace. The peace of this earth, that what this earth offers, is momentary peace. That's why you see a lot of people, they do drugs to like fill that void, so they can feel peaceful just for that little moment. But when they done, they feel depressed, they feel sad. Or how some guys go to girls, or relationships to feel that peace, and they only feel good for that little moment. But to be honest, the only thing that can offer you peace, and the only thing that can offer this whole world peace, is Christ. That's the everlasting peace. You feel at one, you feel comfortable, you don't need nothing else. You feel joy, you feel happy. Because I know there's a lot of people who present like they're happy, who show like they're like a certain face in social media or like to people. But when they're at home, they're sad as hell. Like they be in their bed, they be crying, and they be like, damn man, I need to do something with my life. I'm sad, like I need a change in my life. And the only thing that can offer that change, the only thing that can offer that peace is God. Without God, we ain't nothing. And I'm telling you straight up, for real, without God, we ain't nothing. Because this world, we see how this world is crumbling. This world is crumbling. It's tearing itself up by itself. Instead of us being together, we dividing each other. And the only solution to this problem is God. And I hope this word like touches somebody. I hope whoever's hearing this like return to God.